It is Mecum, Muscle Cars, and More, live from Bartle Hall. Today is the final run of more than 750 cars packed into this building in downtown Kansas City. It's the best of the best in our 6-hour telecast to wrap up a remarkable 2013 season here on Velocity. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Scott Hoke with John Craman. You've already heard from Bill Stevens and Stephen Cox. Folks, this lineup today is just sick. Investment-grade cars, high-end restorations, bone stock originals. I tell you what, JK, if you've got a muscle car in mind, pick a car, any car. We've probably got one of them here today. Well, it is day 2 of our 3-day stay here on the West Coast, the Monterey Peninsula, one of the most beautiful places on the earth. I'm Scott Hoke, John Craman, Bill Stevens, Stephen Cox, and Chris Jacobs, all with you here live on Velocity. And JK, as we get into day 2 here, we're all going to notice the fact that the quality and especially the price of a lot of these cars going to go way up from what we saw yesterday. The inspiring beauty of the Monterey Peninsula is matched only by the stunning array of magnificent vehicles you're about to see. This historic weekend, it's all about keeping the momentum, and the big money is bound across the block.
Welcome to Monterey, California, where all the fun is happening today.
When the deal maker and company come to California, magic
sold $5,500,000.
Welcome to Mecum Muscle Cars and More, live from Monterey, California. Well, it is an electric atmosphere, no question, in Monterey, California. Classic Car Week on the peninsula always brings out everybody, from the car crazies to the casual fans and all levels in between. They will be all over some incredible automobiles today. Many will be focused on a car they'd love to buy to start a collection. Others want to take their collection to the next level. But today, to buy a car here at Mecum Monterey, you've got to have a pretty thick wallet. It is day 3 of Mecum Muscle Cars and More, and we are live on Velocity. Well, hi, everyone. I'm Scott Hoke, along with John Craman. Thanks so much for being with us as we kick off our 6 hours on our final day of coverage here on Velocity. And suffice to say, John, that there are going to be some big-time cars today. And as we look at this docket and this atmosphere out here, in your mind, what makes Monterey such a special place to be this time of the year? We're so glad that you're with us here tonight for an encore presentation of Undefeated, the Roger Brown story. We want to take a few moments to encourage you to make a pledge of your support to WFYI. We're in the final hours of our spring membership drive here, and you're watching the newest, the most recent of our locally produced documentaries, the Roger Brown story. The number to call is 800-233-0020 to make your contribution tonight. Neto is here, as you mentioned.
He's about the same height.
And you and I have known each other for a long time. You're
Right.
always a guy with a story.
Oh,
and it's been a pleasure to really hear stories about this and have you involved in this production and telling the story of Roger Brown, which so many of us have wanted to be able to tell for such a long time. What's the best part about what you just said, playing with Roger Brown? What was the best part about that for you? All right, Neto, hey, it's been a great privilege and a pleasure to have you in our studio tonight.
I'd like to tell that one story we were talking about, but I don't think we will.
We can't do that. We got to wrap it up. Let's go over to Lloyd one more time.